The wisdom behind the words. Marcus Aurelius suggests that harm is not just about the event, but also about our perception of it. If we choose not to perceive an event as harmful, it loses its power over us. This perspective is vital for resilience, emphasizing mental fortitude over external circumstances. Everyday applications. When confronted with negative situations or comments, consciously decide not to let them affect you. By doing so, you assert control over your emotional well-being, fostering a sense of inner peace and resilience against external negativity. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius, The Wisdom Behind the Words. This quote encapsulates the Stoic belief in focusing on what is within our control: our thoughts, reactions, and emotions. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that while we cannot control external events, we have the power to control our internal responses. This understanding is key to building resilience. Everyday applications. In daily life, practice mindfulness when faced with challenges. Remind yourself that while you cannot control what happens, you can control how you respond. This approach helps in managing stress, maintaining a positive outlook, and making constructive decisions even in tough situations. If it is endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. Marcus Aurelius. The wisdom behind the words. Marcus Aurelius is advocating for acceptance and endurance of life's trials. He implies that resilience is not just about overcoming challenges, but also about enduring them with grace and without complaint. Everyday applications. In your daily life, when faced with difficult situations, instead of complaining, focus on enduring and moving through them. This approach can build character, patience, and an ability to tackle future challenges more effectively. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. The wisdom behind the words. Seneca points out that our fears and anxieties are often worse than the reality of our situations. These quotes highlights the Stoic view that our minds can create suffering that is greater than what we experience in reality, underscoring the need for mental resilience. Everyday applications. Challenge your fears and anxieties by questioning their reality. By separating what you fear from what is actually happening, you can reduce unnecessary stress and become more resilient in facing real-life challenges. Throw me to the wolves and I will return leading the pack. Equity behind the words. Julius Caesar here embodies the essence of resilience, not only surviving adversity, but emerging stronger and more capable. This quote suggests that facing challenges head-on can lead to personal growth and unexpected leadership qualities. Everyday applications. When faced with daunting challenges, embrace them as opportunities for growth. Rather than shying away, confront your difficulties with courage and use these experiences to develop your skills, confidence, and leadership abilities. It does not matter what you bear, but how you bear it. Seneca, Stoic. Quotes on resilience. It does not matter what you bear, but how you bear it. The wisdom behind the words. This quote emphasizes the importance of attitude in dealing with life's burdens. Seneca is highlighting that resilience is not about the absence of difficulties, but about how one conducts oneself in their presence. Everyday applications. In moments of hardship, focus on maintaining a positive and constructive attitude. Your approach to dealing with difficulties can transform the experience from being a burden to an opportunity for personal development. Strive to maintain composure and balance in both good times and bad. This steadiness will help you make better decisions, stay focused on your goals, and navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Seneca warns against the tendency to worry prematurely or excessively. This quote is a reminder that much of our suffering is self-inflicted and comes from worrying about things that have not happened yet. Seneca is highlighting the essential role of adversity in personal growth. Just as a gem needs friction to shine, individuals need challenges to develop and refine their character. This view encourages embracing trials as a path to self-improvement. Everyday applications. When encountering obstacles, instead of seeing them as hindrances, view them as opportunities for personal development. Embrace these challenges as necessary steps in your journey towards becoming a more resilient and capable individual. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. This Stoic quotes glorify resilience and the courage to face adversity head-on. Seneca implies that true bravery and greatness are demonstrated not in ease and comfort, but in the struggle and perseverance through tough times. Recognize that your struggles are a testament to your bravery. When faced with adversity, remember that your efforts to overcome it are not only shaping you into a stronger person, but are also inspiring to those around you. Seneca reminds us that the path to greatness is often challenging and fraught with difficulties. Great achievements are rarely the result of an easy journey. They are usually earned through hard work and perseverance. When pursuing your goals, expect and accept that the journey will be tough. Embrace the challenges as part of the process, and understand that enduring these hardships is what will lead you to achieve greatness. This quote metaphorically suggests that achieving lofty goals or reaching high levels of personal development is inherently difficult. The journey is long and arduous, but it's the only path to truly remarkable achievements. Set ambitious goals for yourself, but be prepared for a challenging journey. Remember that the difficulty of the path is a necessary part of reaching extraordinary heights. Each step, no matter how tough, is moving you closer to your stars. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. This quote emphasizes the power of maintaining composure in the face of adversity. Seneca suggests that a calm and composed mindset can diminish the impact of misfortunes, making them more bearable and less overwhelming. In challenging times, strive to remain calm and collected. This mindset not only helps in mitigating the intensity of the situation, but also enables clearer thinking and decision-making, making it easier to navigate through difficulties. I judge you unfortunate because you have never lived through misfortune. You have passed through life without an opponent. No one can ever know what you are capable of, not even you. Seneca implies that experiencing adversity is essential for personal growth and self-discovery. Without facing challenges, one's true potential remains untested and unknown. View challenges as necessary tests of your character and ability. Embrace them as opportunities to discover your true potential and to grow stronger. Remember, overcoming adversity is a key component in understanding and developing your capabilities. Nietzsche's famous quotes, inspired by Stoic principles, suggest that surviving challenges can lead to personal growth and increased resilience. The struggles that don't defeat us serve to strengthen our character and resolve. When you face tough situations, remind yourself that enduring these will enhance your strength and resilience. Use these experiences as opportunities for personal growth, allowing them to fortify your character and resolve. When you face tough situations, remind yourself that enduring these will enhance your strength and resilience. Use these experiences as opportunities for personal growth, allowing them to fortify your character and resolve. This quote speaks to the indomitable nature of the human spirit and the resilience of the mind. Seneca is highlighting that with a strong mindset, one can remain undefeated by life's trials and tribulations. Cultivate a mindset that sees beyond temporary setbacks and focuses on long-term goals and values. By doing so, you develop an inner strength that helps you remain steadfast and resilient, regardless of external circumstances. Happiness is a good flow of life. Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. A bad feeling is a commotion of the mind repugnant to reason and against nature. If you lay violent hands on me, you'll have my body, but my mind will remain with Stilpo. The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. Marcus Aurelius. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Think of the life you have lived until now as over and as a dead man. See what's left as a bonus and live it according to nature. Love the hand that fate deals you and play it as your own, for what could be more fitting? You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. In your actions, don't procrastinate. In your conversations, don't confuse. In your thoughts, don't wander. It's time you realize that you have something in you more powerful and miraculous than the things that affect you and make you dance like a puppet. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. If anyone can refute me, show me I'm making a mistake or looking at things from the wrong perspective, I'll gladly change. It's the truth I'm after, and the truth never harmed anyone. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day. The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? Curb your desire. Don't set your heart on so many things, and you will get what you need. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself, which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Where then do I look for good and evil? Not to uncontrollable externals, but within myself to the choices that are my own. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, "He was ignorant of my other faults, else he would have not mentioned these alone." That's why the philosophers warn us not to be satisfied with mere learning, but to add practice and then training. For as time passes, we forget what we learned and end up doing the opposite, and hold opinions the opposite of what we should. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Nothing, to my way of thinking, is a better proof of a well-ordered mind than a man's ability to stop just where he is and pass some time in his O. How does it help? To make troubles heavier by bemoaning them. No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have, and to cheerfully put to good use what they do have. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive. I judge you unfortunate because you have never lived through misfortune. You have, if a man knows not which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. The good life for man is the life spent in seeking for the good life for man, and the virtues necessary for the seeking are those which will enable us to understand what more and what else the good life for man is. It is only by participation in a rational, practice-based community that one becomes rational. Man is essentially a storytelling animal, but a teller of stories that aspire to truth. The exercise of the virtues is itself a crucial component of the good life for man. I can only answer the question, what am I to do? If I can answer the prior question of what story or stories do I find myself a part? Knowledge is no guarantee of good behavior, but ignorance is a virtual guarantee of bad behavior. To be a good human being is to have a kind of openness to the world, an ability to trust uncertain things beyond your own control. As human beings, we ought to be vulnerable. We shouldn't try to say that we can be self-sufficient or do everything that's necessary for a good life on our own, because we need other people. Life is about more than earning a living, and if you're not in the habit of thinking about it, You can end up middle-aged or even older and shocked to realize that your life seems empty. You can't really change the heart without telling a story. Business leaders love the humanities because they know that to innovate you need more than rote knowledge. You need a trained imagination.